Okay, guys, so I forgot my last video to mention cars. This is another thing. Now, yes, I am driving right now, but here's the thing. So, a lot of people think that, you know, automobiles is the, like, ideal form of transportation. Which, don't get me wrong, I like being able to drive. Being able to drive is magnificent. It's great. It is so great. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's really, really great to drive because, I mean, you ain't gotta, you don't get tired. You ain't gotta stop and feed it and water it and clean its fucking hooves. You know what I mean? But if you think about it, if you go into like a really big city area and there's like all kinds of zombies and shit, pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself stuck. And once you get yourself stuck and you're surrounded by zombies, where the fuck are you going to go? I mean, if you have a sunroof, oh, that's great. I mean, you can get on top of the car and just wait for them to climb over each other and get you. But let's try to stay away from cars too, guys. No, I mean, if you're like taking little back roads and stuff like that, that's cool. If you're in a really populated area, I would suggest staying away from cars. Absolutely, like 100%, totally staying away from these. But you know, if you have access to a horse, maybe, or a bicycle, bicycles are always good. Bicycles are clean and efficient. You might have to worry about a flat tire from time to time, but all in all, bicycle's a good idea. Bicycle's a damn good idea. You know, again, you ain't got to worry about gas. It's going to save you all kinds of gas. It's going to save you a lot of searching, too. So if you could just get, like, this little badass zombie-killing bicycle group, you're going to be doing good. You're going to be doing great. I want to show you your most important tool, the most important thing ever. The one thing that you're going to need no matter what, the one thing that is going to be your best friend, your lifesaver. It's going to really help you when you're in a tough spot. This is where it's at. So earlier we were talking about stocking up on food, right? Guys, this is really where it's at. I know when bottled water gets warm, it gets like that funky, really taste. But when you're dehydrated, when you went days and days without water, this is a blessing. This is... And another thing that we should stay away from, pop. Yeah, so I just went to McDonald's a little while ago. I do feel ashamed of myself because I feel like a fat fucking cow. I only had 2 McChickens, but here's the thing. I feel like a fat fucker, and... really best, another good thing, get yourself in shape. Another good tip. You know, now, here's the thing. I think as zombies mature into their zombification, I guess, guys, really, that's the only term I know how to use, know to use for them, but as they mature in their zombification, of course, their bodies are going to start deteriorating and everything. They're just going to start rotting. So eventually, yes, they'll decompose and become a little bit slower. But at first, I don't see why a zombie couldn't run. I really don't. And that to me is scary shit. Now, like Night of the Living Dead and stuff like that, those were scary because it was people eating people. But guys, let's be serious for a minute. When we watched Dawn of the Dead, when we seen that, or 28 Days Later, any of that shit for the first time where zombies were actually running, I mean, don't even lie. You can't even begin to pretend like you were not just scared shitless, like, oh, fuck. What if that really happened? What if zombies could run fucking marathons, like win a gold goddamn medal in the Olympics? Guys, I'm serious. I was scared to death the first time I watched 28 Days Later. It was horrifying to me. Another example. So, the animal rights activists, of course, in 28 Days Later, let the fucking monkeys out. The monkeys were infected with rage. Again, scientists, you know, fucking around with shit, made rage. And these guys are like, oh, the poor little monkeys, let's go and turn them loose. And what did they do? They fucked up everything with rage. So guys, you know, another thing, don't be a dumb animal rights activist. Now, seriously, don't go and beat animals. Don't be mean to animals. You should love and respect animals. I like to hunt, but I would never harm an animal, torture an animal. And that's just one thing that you really don't need to do. Don't hurt animals. That's just not cool. I did it for food. Of course, I'm not really suffering, but don't harm animals. But back to what I was saying. So don't be the animal rights activist that turns the monkey loose that's infected with rage, alright? Nobody likes that guy. Nobody wants to be friends with that person. They don't want to sit by him in class. They're like the kid that comes in and smells weird in class. You didn't ever want to be friends with that guy because he was that guy that stank. He was the stinky guy. He was the stinky kid. Nobody likes the stinky kid. Don't be the stinky kid! Next, don't try to be the leader. If you're in a group of people, don't try to be the leader because they're not going to listen to you. Somebody's going to want to try to kill you. Somebody's going to want to try to take your spot as leader. So they're going to try to off you automatically. They're going to think everything that you say is really stupid. Everybody's going to be combative. So don't try to be the leader, dude. Don't, by no means. If you're in a group and you feel like this motherfucker who has, quote unquote, made himself the big shit, if for any reason at all this guy has any kind of plans and he's like, we really need to do this, I am the hero, and in your mind and in your heart that this is the dumbest shit ever, get yourself out. You can try to persuade people to come with you. Just be like, you ain't gonna be rude about it. A lot of people over there are like, let's go, come with me, stupid. But seriously, don't do that. Just like, hey guys, this is messed up. This ain't cool. I'm not going along with it. If you want to bounce, we can bounce. If not, best of luck to you. So, really, if you're in a situation where there's some dumbass trying to, take control of the situation and be the big cheese, and it's stupid, don't follow along. Really, we don't want to get ourselves killed. What good are we going to do ourselves if we get ourselves killed? Another thing, and this one's kind of a touchy thing, kind of a hard thing to really, I don't know, it's hard for a lot of people. Family ties, just ties in general, people you care about, people you love, these will get you killed quicker than anything, guys. Now, I'm not trying to sound like that guy. If you can save your family, if you can save your loved ones and your friends and stuff, by all means, do it. If they're there with you when this shit happens, hey, you got your little group together right there. Of course, you're going to have to teach little Tommy how to, beat a zombie's brains out with a rock. But, if you're... Well, I'll give you a good example. I am from Kentucky. My grandmother lives in Mississippi along with my aunt, my little cousins and stuff. Malty, Aunt Christy, Reagan, Lakin, I love you guys dearly. I love you from the bottom of my heart. But if the zombie apocalypse ever happens, I'm not hoofing it down to Mississippi to rescue you. I'm really not. Guys, you just can't. You can't put yourself in harm's way to become, like this, the rescuer. You just can't. Really, this is about survival, and, there's no telling what you're going to run into. And, it's really hard. It's a hard thing, but when this shit happens, you have to cut all ties. It's a shame that it has to be this way, but pretty much during this, if you're not going to listen to, and I guess this goes back to being the leader and everything, but if you're not going to listen to me, if I'm not going to listen to you, if I'm going to get myself killed in the process, if you're going to get yourself killed in the process, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. So, this has been another video. Peace out. Bye.